Okay, there's our junk pile.
New parts over in the middle pot.
So these are the heads. Don't see any damage on anything. Nice and clean. Lifters we're going to replace. Cams we're going to shit can. Push rods go with the cams. The rockers have very little wear in them. There's a little mark right there, so it doesn't look like they actually ran without oil.
It would have been a lot worse, huh?
They would be all chewed up if they were.
Is that like matching marks like this?
This is actually inside the rocker box right here. The wearing part's over here, but there's no mark.
Okay.
That little mark right there that you can barely see,
yeah,
that's from the rocker arm.
Okay.
So these are virtually brand new. There's not even broken in yet. You can see it's only got the little, just a little wear mark right there, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a little bit heavier marking there, but still that's not abnormal. That's just breaking it in still. This what, 5,000 miles you said?
Mm-hmm.
So there's no evidence that it ran totally dry of oil. There was still oil in there, even though there was no pressure. There was oil in it. The cam plate, the same thing. The cams run right on the cam plate. There's no, it's still nice and mirror polish in there. The bush in here barely got wear on it. You got the cam hole over here, nice and smooth. So, even the oil pump doesn't have too much wear in there, just that normal mark they always have right there, which is barely any. There's nothing all this all the way around. So the rotor gear in here, it's all good. Got some marks on the outside because the crank's flopping around like it always do, but the crank even appears to be halfway true. So this stuff has no wear to it.
That's good.
So cylinders look pretty good after we hone them.
Yeah.
So you can see the new crosshatch I put in there, a lot flatter of an angle. The dark areas there is where it did not clean. When you hone something, it only hones the high spots. It does not do anything about lows. So it doesn't hide anything. That's why I use a ball brush, because ball brush will follow the low spot and make the cylinder out around. A hone will try to make the cylinder round. See all the different chatter marks and uneven marks? That's why that was chattering so bad when I was honing it. You see how this one here is more even long marks? That's why it was out of round, but it wasn't chattering real bad. It was actually rounder. So they all look pretty good.
Run them over.
Yeah. The cams, I didn't like the marks on them, but I don't like the stock cams because the materials suck anyway. Plus the grinds these aren't too good either.
What's this like?
What?
Rust marks in there or what?
It is rust marks in there. I don't know why it's in there. It was sat for a long time at some point.
Somewhere
That is
piston all the way
rust
down.
marks. That is rust marks too. But luckily it's at the bottom, it's in the middle of the cylinder where the piston's almost not moving and almost no load down there. So even though it's not the best, it's not super bad.
Yeah.
But that just tells you the motor sat a long time wherever it was at before you got it.
Nobody ever wrote it.
Yeah, it looks that way. All right, so that's what we got there. All the hardware and stuff's in here, all the stuff cleaned up. Same thing, all the little washer and stuff have no wear to them. There's no evidence of no oil. So.
Harley was lying.
Well, you're the one riding the bike. You know what it had in and out, but
Well, I knew it slowed down
yeah, well,
twice, you know. And then I shut it off after that.
it got hot and it started not going. So,
Harley said they did a bleed down test on it.
well, anyway, here's the new selection of parts over here to choose from. So we have some hot cams, some slightly milder, and then we got more stock like. So these are our 3 different grinds here from Crane.
I was real happy with the way the bike ran. You know.
Here's your high performance dual tensioner upgrade kit.
Oh, okay. With cam stands?
Yeah, it makes it work more even. This is your S&S fully adjustable push rod and the new lifter, the new push rod cover kit, so you can adjust it. This here is the Evo ones that you use also, same thing. And you just use a panhead or a Sportster clip here. Evo, or Ironhead Sportster, not Evo. These are the Crane push rods here in a kit form.
Different than that?
These are push rods over here in non-kit form. These
Are
are,
they adjustable ones too?
these are my kit form because I got them by a box of 100 at a time.
Oh. Same thing as what's in the bag?
The difference on these is
No, not beefed up like that or what?
this one here you cannot fully adjust up inside here, so you have to take the motor apart to put it in.
Oh.
We're already apart.
How much savings is there?
Then the biggest thing about this one is you can actually torque the snot out of these ones here and it will be nice and tight. This one here you got to hold on this little square piece here and you can't get that much torque on it.
Really?
And they're a pain in the ass to adjust. These ones are a lot easier to adjust. And these ones I like a
I've
little
never
bit
had
better.
the torque on it.
And they're the same size 3/8 push rods anyway. The adjuster screws might be slightly bigger in size on this one than this one for more load. But for your application, these are fine. Even for hot rod use, these are still fine.
Okay.
But the thing is, the adjuster will stay tight easier and not have a problem unscrewing.
Okay.
So I like these ones better. I prefer this older style better.
Let's go with that then.
So this is in bulk. This is in bulk form, and this is in retail package.
Is that one of these?
Same thing.
So these are out then.
See, I bought Crane out and S&S out. So when I bought S&S out, all the Crane product, we got retail packaging. When I bought everything that they had left, I got bulk packaging.
Oh, okay.
This is what it looked like before it turned into this. Let's see. This is your bearing kit here, if you want to put new bearings in it. New snap ring and a new gasket.
I'll have to go with
That's
that.
from S&S. I have the bearings separate also, and if you already got a gasket set, and your snap ring is probably fine. So I got you covered either way.
Right.
So that takes care of that. Actually, this is our dual tensioner over here, which allows you the tension to work more even against the chain.
Okay.
Versus the single tensioners over here, which just push you out on a single barrel right here, and it can rock back and forth. Somewhere in this mountain, I think there's a tensioner. There it is. So when you're on just that one cylinder right there, this thing can flop around back and forth a little bit in here, and all you got to hold it is this plastic right here.
And there's one on the other one?
Whereas these ones here, they have dual, it's a dual plastic button that goes up and down as a dual.
You get rid of this thing now, huh?
Yes, so this is a high performance upgrade, which is, I like because it makes it push more evenly on,
We'll take that.
on the pack.
Where's the second one going to go on the other chain? There's two of these?
There's one inside, one on this side.
Okay. There's another one in there somewhere else. I see it.
There's one on this side. And one over here.
So, okay.
That's the outer one. So that's how that works.
So yes on that.
Now these here are the Crane lifters here that are in the retail package marked Crane on. So these are actually made by Crane. The other ones I got boxes of 140 per box, and they are the silver ones that look more like these S&S ones over here, but they don't have Crane written on them.
Okay.
And they're in bulk form because they're in big boxes. So they're cheaper than these ones because I paid more for these than I did the ones in the bulk.
Okay.
Or we can buy the S&S. If you want to buy the S&S ones, we have them in two forms. We have them in limited and non-limited.
What does that mean?
Limited is for really, you've got really big springs in there and big cams. They only have 50 thou of travel in the lifter. And you adjust it all the way to the bottom and come up just a little bit, so it's almost bottomed out all the time. So it's almost like a solid. Whereas this is stock hydraulic adjustments, you got about 150 to 3/16 of movement in the lifter itself, so you got a lot of free play.
What kind do you run on a road bike?
So for more mild motors and cams, you want stock ones, and for hot rod stuff, you use this.
Let's decide which cam we want to put in there then.
So that's your differences in those.
These is that similar to what I had in it?
On what?
This one?
I don't know what you have in there because I don't know what Harley cams are. Because I don't work on Harley. I don't use Harley crap, so I don't know what they use. These are Crane cams. So we got 6011s, 5, and oh, these are both 5s. 5 is a hot rod cam.
Okay.
Those are the only 3 grinds I got for 06 and later bikes. So if you go in your comic book over here, and you look for your 7 and up, and you have this new one right here, which is brand new for whatever year this book is.
Street Performance stock.
So this is 226 by 252. Damn, this reflection's bad. There you go, 256, and it's 585 lift, And you got 60 TD and 118 TD, which is pretty damn mild. And if you read right here what it says, damn it, hope you read more. It's for fairly mild
Up to
applications.
5,000 RPM.
Now with a hot rod motor like you with a 110, you want something a bit heavier.
605.
Now 5 is this hot rod one here. Is that light on? No. It's bad reflection. There we go, we can read a little better now. Okay, so we got the 5, which is this one right here. This is a Hot Street modified. This is 246 by 254, which isn't all that big of a cam really, but it's 620 lift, 619. It's 188 by 193 on the overlap on your TD lift, so it's pretty heavy TD lift too. So this is a relatively short duration, but really high lift and high valve acceleration. So it's going to be a good strong pulling mid-range motor, and it's going to run out fairly quickly. And they're saying 6,000 RPM, and yeah, it'll be dead up there.
1025 compression. I only got like 9.5, doesn't it?
Whatever.
Don't matter. Okay. 605. Want to roll with that or what?
High compression at lower. All that does is it gives you the more low end torque that you lost by having a bigger cam, but 246 is not a big cam.
601.
You know, compared to 226, it's a big cam, but you know, compared to 254, it ain't big.
Let's roll with that. 605 then.
You know, I don't have it. My bikes, I don't have anything under 280s.
Oh, I imagine yours though.
So-
This is my road bike though.
Well, and so are mine. I just ride differently. Now, the only thing is we got the high lift heads. Now you have the 110 heads, so that high lift might bolt in. We already have heavy duty springs in here. So, but we do have to take these apart and check for the lift to make sure we have room for 620 lift.
Okay.
I don't think it'll be a problem, but we have to check it.
How do you test that?
I have to take them apart and look at them.
You got a little more clamp to do on
We
these
can
too.
also check the valve spring tension to make sure they are big springs. If not, I have bigger springs also.
Okay.
So, anyway, that's where we're at. We'll make some decisions on what we're going to do, and then we'll start putting it back together, I guess.
Okay.